Welcome to Take Control and Declutter Your Life, presented by the Retired Senior Volunteer Program of Suffolk. The Retired Senior Volunteer Program is a not-for-profit organization serving Suffolk County since 1972. RSVP's volunteers, age 55 and older, serve our community in many amazing ways, including mentoring students, assisting caring for the elderly, food pantries, providing health insurance counseling to seniors, and via our telephone reassurance program, calling seniors that would like to hear a friendly voice. That is just a sampling of how our volunteers give back. Today, we would like to give you a few tools to unclutter your surroundings and remove unnecessary objects and encourage a system which would keep and maintain your important documents. Today, we're going to try to make some suggestions on how to free yourself of that unwanted clutter, along with telling you how to preserve and maintain your important documents. Important documents that you should execute and maintain are a living will, a healthcare proxy, a durable power of attorney, and your will and/or trust. A living will may contain instructions to your doctor and other healthcare providers about the preferences for care if you become mentally incapable and/or physically incapable of expressing those desires. If there is someone you trust to make healthcare decisions for you, if you are not capable of making them for yourself, you should consider using a healthcare proxy. In New York State, by statute, the person you name as your healthcare agent in a healthcare proxy can be given broad powers to make healthcare decisions for you. These decisions can include decisions necessary to help you regain your health. Copies of your healthcare proxy should be given to those named agents. Along with your living will and your healthcare proxy and your durable power of attorney, which we will speak about, should be kept in a safe location. They could be kept in a safe deposit box. Your attorney can keep the originals, or in your home in a safe place, such as a personal safe or a locked filing cabinet. The durable power of attorney is a document that specifies the extent of power delegated to one or more persons, generally for healthcare and for financial decisions. It gives your agent the power to make decisions when you are no longer able to make them on your own. You may specify the limits of the power you delegate. Also, keep these in a safe place, along with your will and your healthcare proxy. A will or a trust is a legal declaration by which a person names one or more persons to manage his or her estate and provides for the transfer of property at death. This, too, should be kept in that safe place with your other important documents. There is more to writing these documents than just the ability to type or to fill in the blanks on a form. You must have a full understanding of all the implications of what you are signing. So your living will, your healthcare proxy, your power of attorney, your will, they should all be done with the assistance of an attorney. Now that we know what to do with those important legal documents, let's tackle the accumulation of photos. People have boxes and drawers full of photos, a lifetime's worth. Little by little, they need to be sorted out. Start with a small pile, divide up, and give to family members who would love to reminisce about seeing them. Make family albums as gifts. Label the photo albums with the years of the photos for easy access and memories. Photos now can be scanned on your computer, or digital photos can be copied to a flash drive for safe keeping. Have your photos on your computer or a flash drive is a great way to have an inventory of your possessions for your insurance company. There's no need to have all hard copies of photos anymore. They can all be digital. Souvenirs are something else that people accumulate. How many do you have on your shelf? Well, when you realize that you've accumulated way too many souvenirs and you're tired of dusting and cleaning them, it is time to discard and donate. Is this you, surrounded by a mound of papers? Take control. Simplify and organize. This subject is important to everyone, and especially to some seniors who feel confused and buried by a lifetime of an accumulation of stuff. The sentimental attachments we have for material objects can lead to a kind of reversal of fortunes. The stuff we own can begin to own us. Why do I keep all this stuff that is interfering with my daily routine and making it difficult to maintain my surroundings? It's important to examine the excuses many of us give to help avoid letting go of those material possessions. Some of the most popular excuses are, you never know, I might just need it someday. I paid good money for this. It was expensive. You know, it brings back memories, and I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and I don't want to feel ungrateful. You know, I don't know what to keep and I don't know what to get rid of. So you have to have a decision-making plan. It's all up to you. Do I love it? How long ago did I use it? Do I have room to store it without inconveniencing myself and cluttering up my space? And will anybody else in my circle ever want or need it any time in the foreseeable future? Now, when you're making that decision process, think about, what will I do with all that stuff I can't part with? Do I really have the space? And do I really need it? What do I do with the stuff I don't want? Don't worry, you can take care of it by donating it. There's some wonderful organizations out there. The Salvation Army, the Vietnam Vets, Big Brothers Big Sisters, your local church and hospital thrift shops. There's plenty of people that would love your treasures. Okay, just do it. Wait, that was easy for me to say, but sometimes it's not so easy for you to do, but you can do it. So just do it. Take small chunks at a time. Focus on one manageable area at a time. So if you're in your bedroom, take your closet. Sort through the items quickly. Make some quick decisions. Mind you, if you have a sweater that you haven't worn for the season, most likely you're not going to wear it next season. Pack it up and put it in the Goodwill pile. Be merciless. Then begin changing the process that caused that clutter to accumulate. If you buy a sweater, donate a sweater. One item in, one item out. Here's a few more simple hints to keep your home free of that clutter. In your kitchen, when you're done eating, wash those dishes after every meal. Organize your pantry and check for those expiration dates. Clean out your refrigerator and freezer routinely. Discard the dishes and glasses that are chipped and worn and no longer used. And all that Tupperware that you have that are missing tops and don't fit, organize those. Throw out the ones you don't need. Keep those counters clear. You can go on through your dining room, no paper on your table, your entry, hang up your coats and your shoes. Have a decorative container or a basket to put your keys and your mail in. And then if you go into your home office, declutter those shelves, discard outdated reading materials, recycle them. And then your bedroom, make sure your bed is made every day. Hang up those clothes, use your storage bin for laundry, not your floor, and do laundry on a... Okay, now go into those bathrooms, clear of clutter of daily personal items, and return them to their assigned place in the cabinet. Make sure all your medicines have not expired, and add hooks and storage units, keeping the floor clear of towels and clothing. Then if you go into your garage, sort those shovels and tools and store in groups. Utilize walls and slapboards for additional hanging and storage. And lastly, everyone has a junk drawer in their home. Empty it and only replace with the items you need and use, and your life will be free of clutter. Okay, so now you've tackled those important papers and know what to do with them. You've cleaned out a closet or two. Now it's the next thing, which is the biggest problem of all, is what to do with all that paper. Paper hoarding is a big problem for many people. A good part of that problem is confusion about what is important, what should be saved, and what should be disposed of. The unwillingness or inability to dispose of the enormous quantity of paper in our lives results in confusion and sometimes dire consequences. There are important personal and financial records that we should be able to locate when we need them. Indiscriminately or incorrectly saving or storing of papers may lead to all sorts of problems. Okay, to make our task a little more manageable, we're going to take that one big pile of papers and break them up to smaller piles, not too many. The first pile will be our bills. The second pile will be receipts. Another pile will be property, followed by tax records, followed by financials, personal papers, medical bills, and miscellaneous. You can always change the piles to suit your needs. Junk mail is a major contributor to the piles of papers that surround some of us. You can solve your junk mail problem very easily. Do not open second or third class mail. Dispose of it without a second glance. Add it to the recycle bin immediately. Bills, what do you keep? New bills are bad enough, but why save the old bills? You keep your utility bills, previous month and present month. The present month's bill should indicate your last month's payment. If it does, you only need to keep the present month. The same holds true for credit card statements. Banking bill payment can be done on the computer, and therefore you will not need to have any paper to deal with. You can opt in for paperless billing. It is secure and hassle-free. The same goes for credit card receipts for purchases and returns. Once they're recorded on your statement, it is safe and prudent to dispose of them. The exceptions are receipts for warranted or guaranteed products until the end of their warranty guarantee period. Receipts for these items should be kept with the contract that they were purchased with. With today's online shopping, your receipts are automatically on your computer. There's no need to print out the hard copy. But do retain your medical bills. They're kept for income tax purposes and should be kept with your tax return. Tax-deductible items such as charitable contributions, your medical bills, as I said, certain large purchases, proof of value of your valuables for insurance claims, jewelry, art objects, or other expensive clothing. Those receipts should be kept. Capital improvement projects, home improvement projects that increase the value of your home, those can be kept. Home repairs are not capital improvements. Talk to a tax professional preparer if you're in doubt of what to keep. The next pile of papers that you should keep separately would be your property records. That would be your real estate, your deeds and your mortgages, your title policy, your property insurance policy, your receipts for payment of mortgage, settlement papers received on a closing, your auto, recreational vehicles, and boat titles and ownership papers. Those should be kept in a safe place. It could be in your safe deposit box or once again in that filing cabinet that has a lock and key. The next two slides contain the period of limitations that apply to your income tax returns. Please refer to the irs.gov website for further information. Also, keep your thank you letters from charities, your year-end investment statements, and keep records that show your initial purchases of stocks or mutual funds. But always check with your accountant and or financial advisor for the most accurate information. Keep your financial records simplified. You don't need to open a new account every time a new bank offers a free toaster. Most of us don't need 4 different checking accounts and 15 different savings accounts. A good financial planner can help you decide what are repetitive, confusing accounts. For Medicaid planning, financial statements should be kept for 5 years. Large cash transactions should be avoided. Large gifts to relatives should only be undertaken with the advice of an attorney. Contact a good elder law attorney. So we have made piles of our important papers into bills, receipts, property, tax records, financial. Now we're doing personal records, which would be your birth, your marriage, adoption, divorce, religious forms should all be kept together. Your next organized pile will be your medical records, a copy of your immunizations, your health screening, major surgeries, hospitalizations, when and where. But now, all the hospitals and the doctors, or most hospitals and doctors, are keeping all their files on the computer, so you don't necessarily need a hard copy. You can log on to the hospital or your doctor's website and find all your pertinent information there. And then your last important pile would be your insurance papers. Always keep your life, your homeowners, your extended liability, auto or boat insurance policies together in a nice, organized file. The possibilities are endless on where you can store your important papers. Keep an emergency kit at home with some of your important papers so you have easy access to them. The important papers that you cannot replace very easily should be kept in your safe deposit box. Also, a good hint is to write a list of your valuables. Include room-to-room videotape if you want, and keep that in your safe deposit box for reference. Everyone today is aware of identity theft. It occurs when someone uses your personal identifying information, like your name, your social security number, credit card number, without your permission to commit fraud or other crimes. You need to dispose of your pertinent information in a smart way. Don't just throw it in the garbage can. You need to tear it up or shred it. So, if you don't have a goat to shred your papers, you can buy or borrow a paper shredder. Our local libraries have free shredding days, so you can go there, or else you can go to Staples for a small fee and pay to have your items shredded. Better to be safe than sorry. We hope we have given you some of the tools to clear the clutter of material objects that are interfering with your daily life, execute and preserve important legal documents, dispose of unnecessary papers safely, and organize and preserve important records. And when your home is cleaner and brighter and easier to manage, step back and celebrate all the good hard work that you've accomplished. Thank you for your attention, and please contact RSVP to find out all our services that we offer our senior community. Thank you.